back, everybody. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm Jane.
And I'm Nishal.
And this is Nish's Dishes. Hold on in there, guys. This is your second to last video before Christmas. We are about to make you the perfect rice dish.
That's right. So rice is a difficult dish to make, right? To get right.
To get right.
To get right.
To get rice right. So, do you want to tell us what ingredients we can expect to use today?
So, we have got a cup of rice, some salt, and that's all you need to make rice, plain rice. And then we're going to use crushed cumin seeds, some chopped spinach, and some ghee to fragrant it up afterwards.
Perfect.
Okay, so first things first, we need to wash this rice. So rice has a lot of starch in it. If you keep the starch, then it becomes quite sticky. So we're going to wash the rice first. So here's a cup of rice. And I'd usually do it about 3 times.
Really?
So we've washed our rice 3 times. I'm going to add it to the pan. Put that in there. And then I've boiled the kettle and I'm just going to add water to this rice. That way. So it's quite a big pan, this. It doesn't have to be this big for a cup of rice, but if you've got any more than a cup, then you want a nice wide pot. Basically, you want lots of space in that pot for the rice to grow and fluff out.
Yeah.
If you put too small a pot for your rice, then the rice becomes stodgy and it breaks. So I'm going to add a little bit of salt to this rice. You don't have to add salt at this stage. If you're having a dinner party or something, it's quite nice for the rice to have salt within it rather than just on top of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what was that, a teaspoon?
I'll just put half a teaspoon in there.
Half a teaspoon of rice, salt.
Another tip is if you want fluffier, longer grained rice for it to cook so it's nice and fluffy, if you've got time, soak it for about 10 minutes in the hot water. It cooks through a bit faster that way too.
So the rice has been boiling for about 4 minutes now.
So I just wanted to show you how the grain of rice changes. So this is at 4 minutes and you can see, if you look through it, you can see there's dark white sections of very fine lines in between each little dot, and that's where it's
quite
cooking
big
through.
as well.
Yeah. So if you press it, it still stays shape, its form. It's quite hard.
So that's not ready?
That's not ready at all. That's 4 minutes. So this is at about 10 minutes. You can see it's fluffier and there's a lot more translucent areas in that. If I press it, it's still a bit grainy.
Yeah.
So we still need to cook it a bit further.
Okay.
Okay? So this is what I mean with having a big pot and lots of water. You can see how the rice is freely floating around. So it's not stuck together, it's got space, and that's what you want. You want a nice pot.
How is our rice getting on?
Okay, so we've got to the 13th minute. I'm going to give it a mix and grab a grain. And if you see that grain, if I do this, it completely breaks away. Now you know your rice is done. At this point, you don't just leave it in the water thinking it's done, I'll just leave it and do something else. You want to drain that, otherwise it's going to carry on cooking. Okay.
So we're now sieving our rice, so we're getting it out that hot water.
Get all the water away.
Ooh. Just cold water now you're putting in.
Cold water.
That shock it a bit.
Shocks it, stops it from carrying on cooking. I'm just going to rinse it a bit so any starch that's left or on the rice
Completely gone now.
There you go.
Okay, so our rice is now drained in the sink. We've let it go cold, we've rinsed it. What are we doing next?
So now we're going to flavour the rice. We're going to heat some ghee up in the pan.
You do love ghee, don't you?
Oh, ghee's great. I mean, you can, if you haven't got ghee, use butter. If you don't want to use butter, use oil. But ghee just, with Indian rice, ghee is the best. Okay, so I'm going to put some ghee in here.
So we've just put 2.5, 3 teaspoons of ghee in.
Yeah. So the ghee's heated up. I'm just going to add some cumin seeds to it.
Is that your 1/2 teaspoon?
Yeah, this is half a teaspoon.
So about 1.5 teaspoons.
Well, it's about 1 because I've only put bits of it in there. And this is indulgence with the ghee and everything in it. You don't always do it, but it just takes it to another level.
So we've had indulgent parotas and now this.
Yeah, this is definitely a feast meal.
Yeah.
So let that sizzle a bit so the cumin seeds infuses into the ghee. Okay, so I'm going to add in the spinach.
This is frozen spinach.
Yeah,
Couple of cubes.
Frozen, yeah. You can use fresh if you like, just chop it up small. Sometimes I use frozen mixed vegetables instead of the spinach, tastes quite nice. That's all sauteed off, the spinach is cooked.
About 3 or 4 minutes, wasn't it?
3 or 4 minutes, doesn't take much. I mean, add in the rice. That's quite a lot of rice from 1 cup. So like I said, I like making it with frozen mixed vegetables as well. You know, the little peas and carrots.
Yeah, because you do hear a lot about rice and peas, don't you?
And you see the colour, you can see the ghee coming through.
And see the cumin as well.
And cumin and spinach. So it's done.
Wow, that was quick. Well, that was a lovely, easy dish, wasn't it?
Didn't take long.
No, I'm definitely going to give that a go. So this is what your finished, what would you call this, spinach rice?
Spinach rice.
Yeah. So it's literally ghee, cumin, spinach and rice.
And you can use old rice the night before, spare rice, or you can cook it fresh.
Brilliant.
What a lovely dish.
Thank you so much for following us, joining us. Do let us know how you get on. Subscribe to our channel and we'll see you in the next one.
See you then.
Bye.